Every bike you buy from a Metro Bicycles or Danny Cycles location has been professionally assembled and tuned by a professional mechanic. It's a lot more than just taking a bike out of a box. It's a complicated step-by-step process in which the experience of our mechanics counts just as much as their skill. In fact, we're so proud of how well we build bikes at Metro Bicycles and Danny Cycles that we decided to take you behind the scenes to show you every step of how a bike is born. First, the mechanic takes the bike out of the box and removes the packaging, saving what we can for packing up bikes in the future and recycling the rest. Once the seat tube is properly greased and the seat is on the bike, the mechanic puts the bike in the work stand for easier access. Our mechanics work from one side of the bike to the other, starting in the front by installing the handlebars and making sure to evenly torque the bolts on the stem faceplate. After the front wheel is on the bike, our mechanic installs the front brake cable and housing from the brake lever to the front brake.
So we insert the cable into the noodle, into the front brake carrier.
And now it's time to adjust the front brake, making sure both arms actuate evenly and the brake pads are properly towed.
Which means that the trailing edge is going to make contact first and the leading edge is going to make contact second. So we're going to line it up on the sidewall, and after we line it up on the sidewall, we're going to slightly move in the front side of that pad so that it makes contact with the rim first.
To make sure the bike continues to run smoothly on the road, our mechanics carefully lubricate all the cables so that they run without any friction in their housing. Now we begin moving back along the bike, installing the pedals after their spindles are carefully greased. Adjusting the drivetrain takes patience and skill.
So as we adjust the rear derailleur, we're constantly going through all the gears and making slight adjustments to ensure everything runs smoothly.
Our mechanics tune the front and rear derailleurs to make sure that the bicycle shifts accurately and precisely every time. Starting with the rear derailleur, our mechanic disconnects the cable and checks to make sure it is running freely before adjusting the high and low limit screws. This makes sure that the bike doesn't overshift.
And now we know that every time it gets into the extreme, it's not going to want to jump right off the ring into the wheel.
Next, we adjust the front derailleur, carefully tuning cable tension to allow the bike to shift chain rings crisply, but also to make sure the bike doesn't overshift and drop the chain. Once a mechanic installs reflectors, rechecks the handlebars and stem bolts, it's time for a test ride. By the way, this isn't the last time this bike will be tuned up. Every bike gets readjusted and checked by a professional mechanic before it leaves the sales floor. And we support every bike we sell with tune-ups for life.
And that is a professionally built bike.